Hello, everybody, back with episode 56, I believe, of Sensory Sense. I think? Give me 1 second, I'm looking here. That appears to be correct. Wow. 5 months ago. I apologize. I remember I did that first impression video a little bit ago. Sorry. That first impression a little bit ago. And I said I would give it a proper review in a week. I didn't. In fact, I've used roughly, I want to say, like 45% of the bottle since. It's a daily driver. I will be able to give you a better review though now, because I have worn this for so long now. It's been about a month, I believe. And I'll tell you this, it is still my favorite, but I have some issues with it. Not with scent notes, not with anything like that. It's surprisingly the performance. According to Fragrantica. From Essential Parfums, Bois Impérial. The nose bearing, this is Quentin Biche. This has a perfume rating of 4.17 out of 5 with a wait. Not good with numbers, hold on a minute. 11,747 votes. Bois Impérial by Essential Parfums is an aromatic fragrance for women and men. Bois Impérial was launched in 2020. The nose beyond this fragrance is Quentin Biche. Now I'll go over the main accords. Woody, fresh, spicy, aromatic oud. People that have been watching this series for a while remember how I feel about oud. That might have been what stood out with me with this one. Maybe at first. When I first smelled this, I'm not sure. It's very complex. Green, amber, earthy, and warm spicy. And this is supposedly commonly loved, and best in spring, second best in summer. Oh no, second best in fall, third best in winter, summer. Sorry, and then fourth least best in winter. Best during day, and the scent notes. Okay, Akagala wood, woodsy notes, basil, vetiver, timur, Timur, I don't know. I'm sorry. Ambroxan and patchouli. And long lasting is the rating on here for longevity. I believe that was 8 to 12 hours, if I recall correctly. I'm not signed in on Fragrantica right now. I got a new phone. I'm recording this on my old one. The sillage is strong, which I believe is radiating within 5 feet, if I remember correctly. Quote me on that if I'm wrong. The gender is commonly voted as unisex, second most voted for more male, and third most voted for male. I would agree that this is mostly. Actually, I feel like this is entirely masculine leaning. Personally speaking, it's maybe not actually. I don't know. It's confusing in a good way when I really think about it like that now. But the price value is apparently good value. And I agree, $90 for this as a Christmas gift. I would have paid this myself when I had the chance. What the fuck was that? Oh, dropped my butt out of my hat. Sorry. But all right, let's get on with this. It's been a while. I apologize for any intrusion. My girlfriend's roommate is in the background. Anyway, let's get on with this. So the main accords, I'm going to test this both on skin and clothing. Give you the fucking impression of both, because I realized something. While doing it on, paper towels and such, maybe a more neutral way to do it, or testing strips, I feel like this will be a more subjective review this time around, if that makes sense, and more personalized. Um, I will say, sometimes, I'm not sure why, but when I put this on after I get freshly out of a shower, I don't know what it is about my skin chemistry, but something about it comes off as like that BO kind of like cumin type scent, but there's nothing in there. Nothing in there cumin. And I don't think actually Timur, spicy, fresh, airy, slightly salty, reminiscent of grapefruit. Maybe somehow it's that mixed with something else in here. But anyway, let's get on with this. I'm sorry, I'm procrastinating, I guess. Not intentionally. Getting distracted. Ah, man, it's alcohol-y at first. Like my girlfriend said, it almost smells like rubbing alcohol at first. Not rubbing alcohol, like nail polish remover. Some brand of nail polish remover, but she said she liked that. And I don't fully agree. Okay, now I'm getting that weird BO thing again, but it's not because I'm dirty. I've washed my hands multiple times today, but that could be why not having the skin oil. Okay, so if you have dry skin, this may not be for you, now that I'm thinking about it. And I work with cardboard all day. My hands are constantly dry. Okay, but now... Wait, I gotta... Where did I put this on my sleeve at? Fuck. Okay. Let's go over this now. Woody? Yes, off the bat. Yes, once it dries down, once the alcohol is no longer, doing the thing where it's wet. It's a more oily consistency now. But woody, yes. Fresh, spicy, abso-fucking-lutely. And this is on skin. I will go over this again on my sleeve. But I need to respray on my sleeve because this thing sucks up scents like crazy. I triple sprayed. That's a bad idea, but I want to smell it so good. It's so good. But yeah, nah. Maybe it's the oud. Well, that's not a note in it, but maybe that's what people are. I don't know. But I do get kind of an oud scent in there. It's not like it's in there, but it's there's something reminiscent, if that makes sense. And if I had to guess, it's probably the Akagala wood. Green, definitely. Amber, that comes out kind of towards the dry down, I would say. Maybe a little bit. But overall, it's not like your typical amber. It's more subdued. It's not that vanilla type. It's like sweet, but like sugary sweet almost. If I had to guess, that would maybe be the Ambroxan. But no, that's a dry amber musky smell. But it couldn't. Oh no, it could be that. I'm not actually 100% sure, to be completely honest. Tripping over my words here, sorry. Earthy, yeah, abso-fucking-lutely. That's like one of the main things that drew me into this one. The earthiness of it. And then warm spicy, of course. Something with these scent notes is going to be spicy. It's gotta be. Because again, it's got Akagala wood in it, which is a molecule reminiscent of patchouli with a hint of pepper and fine agar wood. So it is, to my knowledge, that's basically oud then. If I remember correctly, agar wood is oud. So that could be what's causing that. Oh, wait a minute. Now I'm registering it as something different now that I've realized that. Now that I understand it now. I get it now. Oh my god. We've come to a revelation, folks. It's not BO, it's just a really, really, really weird, really strange kind of wood. Because now that I'm reading this and understanding this properly, it all makes sense. It's peppery, it's spicy, but it's woody, but there's almost something, I don't know, odorous in there, which would be the oud. Duh, Oud isn't necessarily always a good scent. I've heard of it described as kind of fecal in some scenarios. And I'm not saying that's what I'm getting. It's just something BO-ish. Like stress sweat type BO. Like kind of oniony, cuminy type thing. You know what I'm saying? But then the woodsy notes, yes, they are all over. They are all in there. That's like the most beautiful part of it. And the basil, it's just right there. It is there for a large amount of the dry down period to maybe the first hour or so after, I would say, but it doesn't linger too long. You mostly get left with the patchouli, the woody notes, and the vetiver, I would say, towards the end of this, and maybe a bit of the ambroxan. But the vetiver on skin is, yes, it is apparent, and when it's mixed with the timur, timid, the spicy, okay, according to Fragrantica, sorry, spicy, fresh, airy, slightly salty, reminiscent of grapefruit. I do get that. I do almost get like an earthy grapefruit type scent, like a smoky, citrusy type note in there. And I guess I could describe it as grapefruit. You know what I mean? And the ambroxan, yeah, like I said, there's like I don't know, like that subdued amber kind of smell. And if I had to guess, that would probably be what it is. And then the patchouli, I would say it does shine through. That does give it some of the earthy edge that is combined with the agate wood and the vetiver, you know. And maybe a bit of the basil, to be honest. Maybe the basil does add to that to a slight degree, but that makes it more green, in my opinion, not so much earthy. But overall, on skin, this is, now that I understand what I was perceiving, now that I perceive it properly, it's back to loving it again, because I was avoiding spraying it on skin for a while. Right after I'd shower, I'd usually save this for like the next day, you know what I mean? Or like the following morning, or like the night after, whatever the fuck, you know. But anyway, on the clothes. It's still very alcohol heavy, but oh my god. The basil really sticks, but the alcohol still is present, unfortunately. But let me smell it through the back. The old smell it through the folded over piece of toilet paper, whatever the fuck drink, you know? I'm digging in deep, boys. Oh, there is something. Yeah, the timur. I feel like I just huffed that shit. I hope that doesn't fuck with my brain. I'll let you know if I get lightheaded. Anyway, I lost it. Okay. The woodsy notes, the vetiver, basil. It is screaming through this shit. It is like it's a blood-curdling scream. This is a battle cry of the scent man. But like a quiet battle cry in a formal office setting. Oh man. The Akigala wood is really subdued on there, and it makes it just a lot. It's almost soapy, in a way, but if I had to guess, that was also the timur, you know? Timur. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that. Ambroxan is definitely shining through right now, though, after it's dried a bit more. Ugh. I don't love ambroxan all the time. I don't love amber very much. Amber, hardly know her. But anyway, I'd rather not know her, because amber is not my favorite scent, to be frankly honest with you. It's not something I go for. It's something I try to avoid in most cases, as long as it's loud. But if it's quiet in the background, it kind of makes a nice little scent composition, just that little bit smoother, you know, I appreciate it. And in this case, well, I mean, to be fair, I did spray 3 sprays directly on that spot. I'm burying my fucking nose into it like a dog burying its nose into another dog's ass. So it's going to be a little bit overpowering, I suppose. But I would say if you kept this down to a single spray, the ambroxan will not shine through as strongly. It feels like it's definitely got a bit more of that than anything else, maybe, to a degree. Or at least it shines more on clothing that way. I would say I don't get it as much on skin. But let's go over the rest. Sorry, I'm going on like rants here. The vetiver, yes. The basil, it's just still, it subdues a bit as it dries down, but it still lingers in the background. Like what? Your own sillage, like when you're fucking walking around somewhere and you catch a whiff of yourself and you just like, oh yeah, I know that's there. I know other people are smelling that. But I'm not all the time. Just when I catch that whiff, you know what I mean? It's almost like that, but it is present. It is present. It's like the lights are on, but like in odd rooms. Like maybe the basement lights are on, the kitchen lights on, the back porch lights on, and somebody might be home. But that is on fabric, I will tell you that. For me personally, that is on just my sleeve. It's like it's like Schrodinger's basil. You have to really focus in on it to find it. You don't really know if it's there or not until you dig your nose into it and basically find out, you know. It's a really bad analogy. I'm sorry. I had the one earlier was worse. I'm even sorrier for that. I am off the chain. Anyway, I'm off the hook. Going wild out here. But the Akagala wood is, it does add a nice pepperiness to it. I will tell you that. And that is present both on skin and sleeve, clothing and skin, flesh, you know. Our body's meat. Anyway, patchouli, of course, anything that has patchouli in it, usually it's at the forefront. You're gonna smell it whether you want to or not. I will say I've had some stuff I've had patchouli in it that I couldn't quite notice it in because it's just such a small amount. But I feel like a lot of perfumers just go wild with it. A lot of them just kind of use it as the base note. You know what I mean? The strongest one, because I guess it's probably a long. It's got a long half-life, probably. It doesn't decay quickly, if I had to guess. It's one of the more longer-lasting chemical molecules in the composition, if I had to assume, you know? Because things like citrus, to my knowledge, quickly die. The chemical itself quickly decays, which is why it dries down. Like, what scents that have it in it, that's usually the top note, and then it just fades away after, like, the hour. You know what I mean? And I feel like the basil on this is similar on fabric, but on skin, it's like, I don't know. My skin, it kind of shines through a little bit longer. It's weird. Hopefully it's that way with you, because I will say the basil is arguably the most like interesting part of this. And it's really a shame that it doesn't come through as strongly on clothing for me. Maybe I'm going agnostic, I believe is the correct term. Nose blind. But anyway, here's where the problems lie for this one. The longevity. This is what has been disappointing me lately. I will put like fucking 8 sprays of this shit on. Like one here, one back there, here, you know, and like a couple down the chest maybe. I will literally drown myself in this shit, and nobody will smell it. Like I will even ask people, like, "Do you smell this on me?" Like 2 hours later, I'll be like, "No, I don't smell anything unless I get like really up close, but it's not strong." It's like, huh? And that's what makes me wonder, does this need to mature longer? You know? It's got a pretty big air bubble in it. You know? So it's got a bit of oxygen in there to oxidize a bit. So I wonder if it'll help it. Maybe I gotta review this again like a year from now. As I was saying, record this next, like another review of this, look back at this next year or something. Because it's a new year. Yeah, new year. But anyway, I will say, longevity with this, I feel like is maybe 3 hours, 4 hours, and then at like within the first 45 minutes, it kind of dies down. It doesn't project as much, I feel. Unless I'm just going totally nose blind to it, and other people just ain't on the right side of me, they're not catching the wind of me or something. I don't fucking know. But the 4,000 votes on this saying it's long lasting can't be wrong. I think it just needs to age more, personally. That's why I want to come back and review this at some point. But I need to quickly speed this up a little bit because it stopped recording due to file size. So I need to stitch these together now, and that's going to be a big file. Anyway, the Sillage of Strong, again, people my sister-in-law, for example, will tell me, "Oh man, you smell like a cigar, but it's this," and like she goes, "Yeah, it smells really woody." It's like, yeah, that's what it is. Sometimes she'll catch it, but I feel like the Ashigala is so weird, man. It's still coming off the hand. It's so strange. It's neat. But anyway, I don't know. I'm gonna have to go with like right now. I would give it a moderate longevity of like 2 to 4 hours. Sillage of moderate, to be honest. Like probably within a foot or two away at most. Gender, again, I feel like this is definitely more masculine leaning. I think, personally speaking. I don't know. I've never smelled this on a woman. I'll try it on my girlfriend. Tell you how it goes. Anyway, price value of good value. I would drop 90 for this. It is really, really unique. Yeah, I'm dipping my toes into the world of kind of, I guess, niche perfumery a bit. And I actually, ooh, baby, I got one coming tomorrow that you guys are going to fucking love. Another niche one. It was $110 from a local perfume shop in Easton, Pennsylvania called the Whiff Shop. And these guys, man, that couple runs a fucking crazy business. They got such amazing things in there. It's mind-blowing. If you're in the local Lehigh Valley area, like New Jersey, Pennsylvania, you're not too far from Easton, Pennsylvania, definitely go there. It's right as you cross the Black Bridge from Phillipsburg into Phillipsburg, New Jersey, into Easton, Pennsylvania. It's right on that stretch of Main Street, I believe, heading to the Circle, to Easton Circle. It's literally on that first block, about 3 or 4 doors up on the left, or no, sorry, the right. Anyway, yeah, those guys are great. I love it in there. It's like, I feel like a kid in a fucking candy shop every fucking time I go in there. Like, it's everything I love in one place, you know? I just wish I had the money for it. With exquisite scents come exquisite prices, but it makes sense. You get what you pay for. Okay, actually, I will take that back, just for this one exclusion. Parfums de Marly, what the fuck was it? The one that Liquid Brune, French Avenue Liquid Brune is a dupe of, is not as good as Liquid Brune. I would say the dupe outperforms the real thing, personally speaking. Personally, I don't know about you guys. I know there's probably a lot of defenders out there that aren't watching this. I don't think anybody's probably going to be watching this, to be frankly honest. But if anybody is, thank you. Back to the point, though. I don't think that one is as good as it could be. It's not worth the $300-something that they charge, like, everywhere and every perfumery shop or whatever the fuck, you know, like, for example, like Lucky Scent or like Fragrance Net or shit like that. It's always going to be outrageous. But that's Parfums de Marly. Was that who the fuck they are now? I'm getting my names right. The ones that make Leighton and like, I think it's like Sedley or some shit like that, you know. Yeah, anyway, I'm getting off topic now. I'm tired. It's been a long, stressful day. My head hurts. I'm gonna give this one, I think I'm gonna bump it. I think my last time I did this, the first impression, I gave it a 7 out of 10. I think I'm gonna bump it down to 6 for now. And I'll come back to this a year later if I still have any left. I still wear it every day. I fucking love it. I can't not wear it. It just really disappoints me with how much I have to put on to smell it, you know. But again, maybe I'm just going nose blind and other people just aren't perceiving it. Maybe they're going nose blind too. You know, who knows? But yeah, 6 out of 10. I strongly recommend if you go into any perfume shop or anything like that that has this, that carries this, or the Essential Parfums line even, smell all their shit, especially this one though. I will say, the extrait of this is on my wish list, but it's not something I loved when I smelled it in the shop. I think this one outperforms in terms of scent personally, but I think I will give it a shot if this one continues to disappoint me and I feel lesser about it in a year. I think maybe I'll drop the like $140 to get a 30 fluid ounce of it. Was it 30 fluid ounce? 30 milliliter of it. 30 milliliter. 30 fluid ounces, like 3 cans of Coke. Never mind. Anyway, yeah, that was episode, what was this now? 57, I believe, of Sensory Sense. Essential Parfums, Paris. Ooh, sorry, I should have done this from the start. Fuck me. Sorry. Don't actually, please. That's not consent. Come on, man. Focus. Focus. I'll slap the shit out of you. There we go. That's what it looks like. Goodbye.